Hey everybody, this is Bander again. I just realized that there's one more video in this series that I wanted to show you, and that was how can I use Photoshop or Gimp to create textures for this furniture using the AO maps that I created in Substance Painter. So there's a way to do that in Photoshop, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's go over to Photoshop. So I need to load all of those ambient occlusion files into a single Photoshop file. And the way to do that is you go up to File, go down to Scripts, and you're going to do Load Files into Stack. And I'm going to browse to my export folder, which is, oh, I don't have them anymore. So let's go back and we've got to generate them. So let's go back to Substance Painter. We're going to go to our Export Textures. First of all, let's empty out this export folder. So make sure all this stuff goes away. I don't need it. Okay, we're going to go back and turn on all the wood and turn these off. So let's turn off the ones that I have. We're just turn on the wood parts. Arm, this, don't need back cushion, that. Don't need the seat cushion, don't need the shadow, that, and that. And then for each one of them, again, we're going to turn them off, turn AO on, turn them off, turn AO on. So I'm going to keep doing that, and I'll come back when that's finished. Okay, I just went through and checked to make sure that I only have AO turned on for all of the wood pieces, and then I'm going to export it again. And there they're done. You can see them in my export folder. There they are. Now what I want to do is go back to my Photoshop. I'm going to do that again. File, Scripts, Load Files into Stack. And then I'm going to browse to my export folder. Here they are. It's all of the AOs, except for the floor shadow and the seat cushions. Oh, if I wanted to do the seat cushions, I could do it here too. I should have included them. This is just the wood, so we're just going to do some wood. Okay, set them in a stack, and then click OK, and it's going to go through and load them all into a single Photoshop file where it sets them all to be the same size. And we have plenty of time in this video, so I may go get the cloth ones too. In fact, while this is doing that in Photoshop, let's go back over there and let's export the ones for the cloth pieces too. Because while I'm a fan of green, I don't really like that green. So let's go here, turn that on. Okay, seat cushion, back cushion, and back. Turn all these off because I already did them. And hit export. Just did the 3. Go back to Photoshop. Now, it's done, but I'm going to add 3 more layers. Bing, bing, bing. And I'm going to import this one. And go here, import this one. And then go here and import the seat cushion, which is, what the hell is it? Chair, seat cushion. Okay. Now I've got all of them here. I like to group things a little bit, so I'm going to take these 3 that are the cloth. I'm going to group that into something called cloth. And then all of the wood. Oh, you don't need to see her. All of the wood. I'm going to add a group called wood. And so their cloth are in there. woods in there. So now I'm going to add a simple 2D texture. So let's do the cloth first. So I'm going to add a simple 2D texture of something that I have like, this is cloth, okay. Let's look at something bright and summery. I think I have something here called Hawaii. Let's do, this. This is a nicer green, so let's do that green. And notice it's grayscale. So I'm going to get rid of that. Go up to image, mode, change it to RGB, don't merge. And it's okay to rasterize. I don't care, so go ahead and say rasterize. It's fine. Now, when I bring my color back in, it's there. I'll put that in the bottom left-hand corner, and then I'm going to copy it to here, copy that to here, and merge that. So now I have that green texture fills the whole 2048 by 2048. I'm going to set that to multiply, and there you go. And that's the secret. Now I hit export, and I'm going to export that as green, and I'm going to name it for chair back. Then all you do is turn off the visibility of chair back so that the next one shows, and you hit export green chair back cushion, and then turn that off so that the seat cushion shows. Export green seat chair seat cushion. Alright, so now I got green for that. Turn that off. Let's hide my chair. Let's put some wood on here. I'm going to go up, and I have a bunch of wood over here. It's something called Good Wood 2D. I've already made it into a 2048 image, so I'm not going to have to do that while you watch. So let's do that. Set it to multiply, and then we're going to export that as why is it not exporting? Export cherry wood, and we're going to call that arm brace left. Then I'm going to repeat that for all of these different textures here. So that was the first one. I'm going to repeat that for all of them, and I'll come back when that's done. Okay, I just finished exporting all of those images in Photoshop one by one. Now I'm going to import them into Second Life. So I'm going to go build, upload, bulk, and I'm going to find them in here. And they're right here. They're called cherry, and then I have all the names of the things. So let me import them. No, I don't have the top. That's a different version. So I'm going to import all of those, and while that's loading, I'm going to pause the video. Okay, so I also uploaded the 3 green ones that I did, and doing it this way, I don't have any norms. I didn't create any. I could go in and create them, but I don't really want to, so I think I'm just going to get by without it. So basically select the whole thing, and then go to bumpiness and tell it none. That turns off norm on all the parts. Go back to texture, and then we can just drag these textures on. So this is the seat cushion, this is the back part, and this is the back cushion. And then I can just start going through and say slat right, slat left, side right, side left. Oops, I think I put that on the wrong. Yeah, I did. That's leg right, and side right is there. Anyway, so I'm going to pause the video while I finish this up, and I'll come back in a second. Okay, so I just finished applying that to everything. And so this is the cherry wood that I did in Photoshop. But the reason it looks so good is because I used the AO from Substance Painter. So you have all the shadows. So it's an incredible looking. Now this looks amazing, and I'm very pleased with it. So thank you for watching. all of these videos in this series, and we are good. As soon as I can figure out how to stop the video.